Hey guys, um, you can call me Alma. This is gonna be my first video. I'm gonna start off with a story time because I think my life's pretty up and down, so I got some pretty interesting stories. I thought it'd be cool to start with the first time I got blackout drunk. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. I moved to Warman with my parents. I met this guy. We ended up dating for like almost 2 years. I think it was a year and 10 months. He left me for another girl. I actually ended up being kicked out. Different story completely. And I was living with my dad, and then I got kicked out of there. And at the time this happened, which was New Year's, I was living with my best friend. But backtrack a little bit more. It was around Christmas time. I came back here to visit my parents for Christmas. And I ended up hanging out with some old friends. And they're like, what should I call him? George is coming with us. I was like, all right. First time I've seen him in about 6 months, but all right. He ended up coming with us. We ended up going to by the river or whatever. It was a bridge. And he ended up coming, like, we went first, and then he was going to meet us there with one of our other friends. And so I was panicking in the car. I'm like I didn't show anything, but I was sitting there like, okay, don't know if I'm ready for this, but okay. So I was a smoker at the time, so I was just chain smoking my life away. He gets there, we look at each other, and that's about as much contact as we did. Like, he left, I stayed in the car. I didn't even go outside of the car. I was that anxious. Like, I wanted to say hello, but I have really bad anxiety. My anxiety does not let me do anything. So, yeah, I stayed in the car, smoked like the entire time. He left, we left. They took me home. I was like, well, screw it. I'm gonna message him. I said, hey, sorry, I was a little anxious. It's the first time I've seen you in forever. And it was a little awkward. And he's like, oh yeah, it was a little awkward, but blah, blah, blah. And we started hitting it, like, well, not hitting it up, but, like, we just started talking more. Like, we were talking again. We were talking throughout Christmas, like, right before Christmas, up until New Year's. So New Year's Day comes. Oh. So your girl didn't drink till after New Year's. You'll see why. I had smoked because I don't like to mix them. I was smoking, and we were just kind of messaging, and 12 o'clock comes. He sends me a picture of him kissing the girl he left me for. Oh, your girl was heated. But I was like, Amber, keep calm. You've got this. So I was like, because previously one of my friends had told me he hasn't kissed a girl since me. He's kissed 2 guys. So I was like, oh, I'll make a smart ass comment. And I was like, oh, at least it's a girl this time. Because he's completely straight from what I know. Maybe not anymore, but when I was dating him, he completely straight. Anyways, I said that. Him and her lost it. Like, we're laughing their ass off. I'm like, okay, I won that. Didn't show that it hurt me at all, because I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna give you the benefit, like, I'm not gonna let it show you that you hurt me. Deep down, I was like, I need some booze. So your girl talked to all of her poles, because who doesn't underage drink? Sorry, but not sorry. Got a 2 sticks of vodka. Drank half of that, which is enough to get me fucked up. I'm a very lightweight. My friend, she comes over afterwards because she's spending the night. And then my best friend, the one I was living with, her brother brings out Hot 100. I have never had Hot 100, but I personally love the spicy hearts, the cinnamon hearts, and that's exactly what it tastes like. So your girl had about 3 shots of that after having half the bottle? Oh, I was drunk. Oh, okay. So after the shots, I'm just going off what I was, what I remember and then what I was told. I will tell you when I stop remembering things. I remember getting thrown onto the bed by him because he was very much stronger than me. He did a lot of sports and all that, so he just kept throwing me on the bed because I couldn't walk for shit. He's like, you need to stay. So he kept throwing me on the bed. I was like, I was just mumbling shit. I don't remember exactly what I said. They don't either. Apparently, I was saying, like, I can be a very sexual drunk, so I was, like, flirting with my friends, apparently. And yeah. And then we decided to take another shot. Good idea, right? So we take more shots. That's when I blanked out. I don't remember anything from when I was like, okay, I feel a little sick. I'm going upstairs to the toilet. Don't remember anything after that. This is what they told me. I threw up once. They put me to bed. They were trying to feed me bread, giving me water. I barely would drink it, as a normal drunk would. I don't want to get sober. Why would I drink water? Exactly. But, like, you're dying. They tried to get me to smoke pot to calm me down. I didn't want to mix them. Horrible idea. Don't do it if you're lightweight. I'm lightweight with both, so it's just not a good mix for me. And yeah, I woke up and I had got my period. And if you're a girl, you know getting your period and drinking is about the worst thing you can do for yourself. I was this close to going to the emergency room for my cramps. Again. Moral of the story? Don't drink while you're on your period. Oh, and don't talk to your exes, because they're fucking dicks. And we know that. But we loved them at one point, and we still think we can. We can't. Don't talk to your exes. Yeah, that was my story. The first time I got blackout drunk. Subscribe, like this video. Maybe I'll continue them. I have some stories. I've got stories when I kicked out. I've got stories, bad relationships. I've got been in a shelter, bullying story. I've got the whole 9 yards. First time I smoked weed. We've got a lot of stories, so like and suggest videos you want to see, I guess. I'm gonna go. Yeah, Elmo out.